direct commitments yet for people to shove anything through this pipe. Now, it's not unusual that we wouldn't have that this early, but that would go a big long way to, I guess, getting the private sector to express comfort and trust is if we also had those commitments. Not only are we building it, but we already know people are going to come, and we only have the first part of that sentence right now.
Sure. And also, on that note, I mean, there's another kind of partner in this, if you will, which is BC, which, Premier David Eby had been very critical of a potential pipeline, but we saw just before the announcement, the Prime Minister met with the Premier of BC, and both of them sort of shared a new multi-billion-dollar federal-provincial agreement that also upholds the BC tanker ban, which was a major sticking point throughout this pipeline discussion.
We will not be going to court to fight a pipeline project. Instead, we will ensure we fulfill our constitutional obligations in good faith. Pipelines are federal jurisdiction. That's why this agreement matters. It ensures that the Northern tanker ban stays in place.
So, Steph, based on the Premier's words, is BC sort of clearing the way for this to go ahead?
And that's exactly what it sounds like, right? I mean, I think David Eby is speaking there, of course, to the facts about jurisdiction and how much BC would have any power to stop this if they wanted to. And to some degree, the Premier also had the Prime Minister over a oil barrel, shall we say, right? Which is to say, he was very clear. The Prime Minister was pretty clear that this pipeline was going to happen. And so David Eby can look at the landscape and be like, fine, you want your pipeline, here's what I want. And, that MOU is really comprehensive. I mean,